Hey, movie lovers, just a reminder, be kind, rewind, and have a totally awesome night.
Remember when Friday nights meant the video store? Cam and Coby are bringing it all back. The smell of popcorn, the hum of neon lights, those covers with artwork so rad, it didn't matter what was actually on the tape. And yeah, those late fees you kept hidden from your parents. Because those movies weren't just rentals, they were your childhood in the making. This is Raised by VHS.
Welcome to Raised by VHS, proudly paying late fees since 1981. Cameron, let's pop this tape, adjust the tracking, dim the lights. We got a staff recommended pick for you tonight. Dude. And I guess we probably weren't paying late fees in 1981. We were little babies.
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
Our parents might have been.
Sorry.
We're liars.
College funds all went into all of my late game and movie fees.
That's right. Yep.
But that's okay. But yeah, today we have this is one of the bigger all-time classics I think that we've done so far, don't you think?
Probably, yeah. We're getting, This is
so.
one that like everybody knows.
Yeah.
Right.
So I thought this was your pick.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was going to say.
We just didn't change it.
I was like, I should have double-checked that. Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure Coby picked this one.
I did.
But we're going to talk about Home Alone.
Home Alone.
I don't know anybody on this planet that doesn't know this movie.
Yeah.
Not only that, the soundtrack, man. Like, every time I hear these songs, you know it. Yeah. You know it like immediately. So we'll talk about that too. So, but yeah, let's just get right into this thing.
Yeah. So Home Alone, Cameron. Like it's the holiday season. We wanted to get into the holiday spirit. Right.
This does it.
This is the way to do it. And so we're gonna talk about Home Alone. It was released November 16th, 1990, directed by Chris Columbus. The tagline was, when Kevin's family left for vacation, they forgot one minor detail. Kevin. Distributed by 20th Century Fox. Worldwide total box office gross, $476.7 million. Wow. Just raking in the cash with this thing. Critics, Rotten Tomatoes, 66% fresh, which seems low to me.
That does seem low to me.
Does it not?
I actually feel recently watching it that it was so well put together.
Oh my gosh, it is.
I was like, it should not be that low. It should be in this like high 70s.
Yes. Metacritic 63 out of 100. So anyways, nominated for 2 Academy Awards, Best Original Score and Best Original Song. So John Williams was coming in hot.
Good, so
right?
good.
It won American Comedy Award for Funniest Actor in a Motion Picture, Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, really?
Whatever that award is. Nominated for Golden Globe Awards, Best Motion Picture and Best Actor. Did not win those. ASCAP Award for Top Box Office Film for the John Williams score. So John Williams obviously doing his thing. Let's talk about what this movie is. It's Christmas time. The McCallister family is headed to Paris. But in the chaos,
loaded McCallister family.
Gosh, yeah, we'll talk about that for sure. They accidentally leave 8-year-old Kevin home alone. At first, he enjoys the freedom, but when 2 bumbling burglars, Harry and Marv, target his house, Kevin turns it into a fortress of hilarious booby traps to defend it.
It's like a kid's wildest dream, right? To be able to do this in your house.
100%.
Defend it on your own.
So let's go back to memory lane. And like, speaking of that was something that so I vividly remember actually seeing this in the theater at like 9 years old, right?
Yeah.
I think I would have been 9. But yeah, what an experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's very Christmassy, this movie, but it's so much fun. Like, it's not just like Santa and like it's set during Christmas time. You get all the Christmas vibes, but it's hilarious and it's fun. And it had this kid in it that like I had maybe I did see Uncle Buck before this. I don't remember.
Was he in Uncle Buck first?
Oh yeah. That was right before this.
I thought.
And this kid was like super like snarky and he was super smart and he looked almost exactly like me, like skinny, blonde hair, like pasty.
Yeah, me.
I could think that's me.
That is me.
So anyways, I just thought it was so awesome. And I remember, just laying in my bed,
thinking about
all the booby traps that I could make in my house.
About it.
But it was so good, and every single year, I don't think I've missed a year of watching this movie.
I don't know that I have either because it comes on TV or it's on the Walmart TVs you can buy.
Yeah,
and you just sit and watch it.
Well, I mean, we bought it like on Amazon, like we have it, so every year we go back to it and watch it.
Yeah,
so
it's a good movie.
It's so good, man.
For some reason, I don't remember for sure if I saw it in the theater.
Yeah.
I just remember seeing it and talking about it. And I remember my dad laughing pretty hard with like the
For sure, yeah.
the booby traps and stuff like that. But that was the thing for me is remembering the booby traps and talking at school to my friends about it. It's like, did you see that? Oh, that would be such a good idea. Like stuff like that. So, but yeah, it stands out. Either I did or didn't see it in the theater. I remember my childhood. I watched it a billion times.
For sure. So we want to break down this sucker, Cam? Should we do it?
I think so.
Okay, let's do it. So the McCallister home is pure Christmas chaos as relatives arrive for their trip to Paris. Harry, posing as a cop, checks security, casing the house while Kevin fights with Buzz and is sent to the attic for punishment. So the way that this movie opens is, you hear that John Williams score
right away. Man.
Oh my gosh, it's one of the most like classic Christmas sounds and like songs to me.
Absolutely. That's what I thought too when I saw it. I'm like, it's so recognizable.
Yeah, and it's so cinematic too. It's amazing, and just that opener that's just kind of got like the house, and it's
like you said, it's not like those full heavy, like you don't get a heavy amount of Christmas, but it feels very Christmassy. The vibe is great.
Yeah. So John Williams obviously he is a gem. He's a genius. He is so freaking good at what he does. He can come into a Christmas movie like this at the last minute, mind you. We'll talk about that.
Was he really?
Yeah. He was brought in. They had already, we'll talk about this, but they had already hired somebody else, and it's just like wasn't quite working, and he was able to to convince John Williams to come on.
Thought he'd been original from the get-go.
Because it was kind of a smaller budget film.
Yeah.
Like they only had like only $20 million, but $20 million, right? What was the movie we talked Masters of the Universe had 22 million.
Yeah.
Can you see how that turned out?
Yeah.
This was 20 million, and it's just genius. And yeah, so they brought him on, and obviously he just like knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, man.
With the score.
So recognizable.
Yeah.
So cool.
And you see the McCallister's house. And again, that's like
beautiful
classic.
House.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Easter, Chicago, right?
Chicago.
Is it in actually Chicago? Like, did you look it up where it's at?
It's all
I've
set
seen
in
that
Chicago.
you can go to that street and everything today.
Yeah. Amazing home, obviously just gigantic house, but just so Christmas.
Yeah.
Right? Just feels like Christmas. And, there's a million people in the house. I didn't really understand this as a kid very well. Like, why are all these people in the house? And, I'm like, who's who? Like,
I didn't understand that either.
Yeah. Like, who's cousins? Who's brothers?
I don't know. I know when they're talking to the cop, I'm like, well, whose kid's that?
Yeah.
Like, is this kid even part of the family?
Don't even know. Right. But, but Kevin just like
Which
away.
helps them losing track of Kevin.
Exactly.
It makes sense.
That was a plot device so they could lose track of
him.
And,
it works.
Kind of works totally, yeah. But Kevin right away is an absolute dick to his mom. Like just an asshole.
Dude.
Like right away.
Being a parent now and watching him, I'm like, I'd kill him.
I'd have murdered that kid. Like
he makes you mad. You're like, what a little mouth, man.
I can't remember what he is saying, but he's like, well, hang up and make me, why don't you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
My dad
it's like
would
when
have.
His mom's on the phone.
Yeah, my dad would have killed me. Like I would have been dead. Like I would not have made it through that night.
I will say, like the more I watch this, I'm like, what? Kevin's dad just like, I don't know. He's part of the family.
Yeah,
like he doesn't seem to discipline.
No,
he's just like he's not all that helpful to his wife, kind of. But I was just like, man,
he doesn't really care at the
makes
end.
a ton of money.
Kevin's gone, and he's just like, oh, I'm gonna go back to the hotel.
I know.
I was like, what?
Nothing we can do now.
Yeah, we should just go back.
Like, so funny.
We're gonna have some French toast or something. Okay. Yes.
He's like doesn't want to ruin the trip. He's like, oh, I mean, let's just go back and enjoy the trip because there's nothing else we can.
Let's
do.
go see the Eiffel Tower first.
Can't blame him though.
No, of course not. But your kid's at home alone, halfway across the world. You should probably be a little more.
Maybe
concerned.
he's been acting like this for so long that they're like kind of don't really care.
He kind of got his right. I mean, Buzz says that at one point, right? Yeah. But this part to me was also like just such fantasy land because as a kid, I didn't take one vacation as a child. My parents just weren't vacation people.
We didn't ever during the holidays.
Ever. Like I just never I think I had one vacation where we drove to my grandma's house at Christmas in Arizona.
Yeah.
That was
I guess
vacation.
my parents would go to my grandma's, but
right. But
we didn't do a vacation.
No.
We didn't go on a trip anywhere.
I had never gone on a plane. I had never done anything. Yeah. And so like this entire family going to Paris,
yeah,
across the ocean to another country.
That's true. That's foreign.
Oh my gosh, I'm like, this is
Not the
real
place,
life.
but the whole
it's a place is foreign
life.
too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that just like it didn't make any sense to me. I'm like, this isn't so unreal.
Yep.
But then you realize, oh, there are families that do that.
There
That's
are families that
actually
do
a
that.
thing.
And a lot of people
Yeah.
go to Hawaii and stuff. It's like
Exactly.
Weird.
So just as a kid, man, these kids are so rich. I
I
can't
know.
even.
I tell my kids that they're just like,
Yeah.
I didn't fly in a plane until I was 19.
Exactly.
You know, so it's like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. I didn't go that far. Like I went to the surrounding states of Utah.
Exactly.
This is the furthest we ever went.
And when we went, it was like, oh, we're gonna be camping.
Yeah, it would be like a 3-day thing.
Yeah.
Like pretty much just on the road the whole time.
Exactly. So not very fun.
But yeah.
But this house, yeah, is absolute chaos. And like when you get that many family members together, that's kind of what it's like.
Oh man, it
like
is.
it's just a friggin' madhouse.
Yep. And when
8,000 cousins running around.
it's such and I can see like Kevin like his one of his lines in there like hit home better for me.
Yeah.
When he's like, this house is so full of people, it makes me sick. And he's like jumping up and down. And I'm like, that is what my dad feels like every time. And what I start feeling like too
Dude,
when
I
we're
know.
all together. I'm like, I can't do this.
It's too much.
So for a kid to feel that way,
yeah.
man, he was unique.
He definitely was.
I think he talks like around this time to his brother, and I'm like, what a good insult when he's like, what do you want, Flemwad?
Oh, like
he talks
Buzz?
to Buzz.
Yeah.
I think it's like right after that he goes to Buzz to ask. Oh, because he tells him to pack. You need to pack your bag, and he goes and asks Buzz for help, and he's like, "What do you want, Flemwad?"
Flemwad. And
I
Buzz
was like,
is
why did that insult not
he's
stick?
kind of a chubby little nerd too, but acts like he's a badass.
Yeah.
Buzz does. You know what I mean?
Pretty dorky.
Like
looking,
he's
yeah.
kind of dorky and like he
little
doesn't.
buzz cut.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he like belongs as brothers to Macaulay Culkin at all. They look like different species
No.
almost. You know,
They're like, I guess he acted pretty good. Let's bring him on.
yeah. But then like they're actually in Buzz's room after he said, "Can I come and sleep with you?" I think is what it was, right? Because he doesn't want to sleep with Fuller.
Oh, that's right.
Because Fuller's drinking the Pepsi, right?
Which is his brother, right? in
Which
real
is
life.
his real brother, in real life. But then they look out the window and they see Old Man Marley, right? And so obviously there's a legend to Old Man Marley, and they start to tell that story. But it really is such a real thing how kids make up these
Dude,
like,
every time.
stories.
I was just telling. Remember, I was just telling
Yeah,
you about that.
you
that
were.
We had an old lady behind our elementary school that we all pretended was like a witch. I'm like, man, some old person. I hope I'm that.
I know. Me
It was
too.
an honor
I
for
hope
me.
I can be that for
I can
some
be that.
kids.
Like that guy is freaking creepy.
Yeah, I don't know why he's so mad. I heard he used to podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know what he does now.
Yeah.
You know, we had a guy that lived by us when we lived in Murray.
I want to be like that creepy prepper guy. Like
yeah, I
he's
know.
crazy.
He's
He's got a
nuts.
bunker. He's
Always
dug-
wearing military gear.
Right.
We had a guy that lived by us when I lived in Murray for a couple of years that had like a ton of birds in his backyard, and he had like the nets over everything. So I can't imagine the stories that we had about this dude.
Yeah.
He had like peacocks everywhere, and he never came
That
out of his
sounds
house.
pretty crazy,
Oh,
so.
it was creepy, dude. But then yeah, he's telling the story about Old Man Marley, and just Kevin's performance is so good because his eyes are just like so wide as he listens to Buzz tell the
Yeah.
story about how he like murdered his family, and now they're like he mummified him, and then Kevin's just like mummies, you know, so good, man.
It is really good.
Like he was an amazing child
Yeah.
actor, one of the best we've ever had, if you ask me. You
and
know
that
what I mean?
old guy, as it goes along, you can tell like
Mhm.
the way he acts too. I'm like, no wonder he's got a like. He's a weird dude.
He's a weird
Just
dude.
like stares,
Yeah,
slams his hand on it. Like,
I know. He always has that look like
yeah.
this.
So like through the show, I'm like, I can see why kids don't like this guy.
I kind
seems
of don't
pretty
like him
creepy. Yeah,
either.
Yeah.
He's wearing them boots everywhere. Yeah, kind of.
yeah. Those undone up boots.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Do up your boots,
Weirdo.
old man. And then, you know, obviously they order some pizza, and then little Nero's delivery boy comes in at like 9,000
it's
miles
like
an
a
hour.
rally
Yeah.
car driver.
This piece of junk little like hatchback car or something. I can't remember what he had, but then they run into that like
I
little
do
statue.
love that they have that in there,
And
The
everybody
statue
runs
keeps
into it.
getting knocked down.
Yeah. But so then he comes inside, and the cop's already there. The cop, which is Harry.
He's been there the whole time.
Yeah, this thing is so weird to me. Like, I know there's chaos going on in the house, and there's all these people, but there's a cop standing in the foyer for like a half an hour, and nobody really questions it. They're
No.
just like, "Oh, there's a cop there."
Yeah.
Right. Like, just so odd to me.
It is
and, like,
really odd.
Everybody comes in and talks to him for like 30 seconds and then leaves.
Yeah.
And like,
you thought police were disrespected disrespected nowadays? Like,
back then,
watch this movie, man.
Yeah, you stand in the foyer and nobody even cares.
Yeah.
But then he comes in and the guy's like, 122.50. He's like, 122.50. He's like, 10 pizzas, 12.50 piece, 122.50 or whatever he says. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I got to thinking about that. I'm like, man, it feels like pizza inflation should have hit harder from then till now.
That's true.
Right?
I think pizza's gotten better.
Well,
what
here's
you mean?
the thing. It actually hasn't, because I looked this up because I was like so weirded out about it. Little Caesars has screwed with our brains.
That's what it is, right?
Yeah, because if you go to like, well, if we think we go into town, if we go to the other pizza place,
$20
like,
a pizza.
you're talking about like
That's
real.
true. It's
like,
those little quick, like, fast and ready. Like,
exactly
makes me think pizza is.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it should be $5 or $8 or whatever.
Yeah.
No, that's not how much pizza
Tostitos
is.
is cheap. So
Yeah. So like that crappy pizza has distorted our view. But so I looked it up, and with inflation, that would be like $300 today.
Oh, wow. Okay, that makes more sense.
So the world's right. I'm like, is this a glitch in the Matrix or something with that? But it is kind of weird. But then they're all in there. They're having, it's chaos. They're eating milk and pizza and Pepsi.
That does sound like a birthday party when I was a kid, though.
It does, 100%.
Like, pop, like, bunch of cups of pop. I don't know about the milk, but
Well, that's
pizza
the
and
milk.
everything.
In the 90s, it was like we always had milk with our dinner.
Did you?
Always.
Well, I mean, we did too, because I guess that was
You
just a
did.
normal thing.
Yeah, it was just
On a
normal
dairy
thing.
farm,
And like I told my kids that the other day, like, ew, you just drank like straight
Yeah, that's
milk.
true. We did. We always had milk. Because
Nobody drinks it anymore.
Basically free for us,
Yeah, it made sense for you. But even we did, like when we had dinner, it was like you're drinking milk.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think about it now, I'm like, that is an odd thing.
It's
like,
kinda weird.
I'm down in a cup of milk with like my steak.
Yeah.
Or pork chops.
Sweet. It's basically sugar.
Yes,
So
man. Like, it was very odd. But yeah, they're having milk,
that is kind of weird.
Pepsi. And
I should order that next time we go out.
a milk.
Yeah.
Just
Just to the
straight up
restaurant.
milk.
It's like, you want a soda? No, I just want a cup of milk.
Give me some milk, please.
Yeah.
Whole milk, 2%. I'm good with whatever. Just don't bring me that 1% garbage.
Seriously.
And then Fuller, obviously, he's down in a Pepsi at like 8 p.m. Again, that's a
And then,
very,
he's like,
a very
raising his
90s
eyebrows.
thing there. It's just like, well, drink whatever you want.
Dude, I drank so much pop as a kid.
I did too.
Shame on my parents. Like,
But
I always
everybody
thought
did.
about it as a kid. I was like, why did I have so many cavities? It's because I drank a pop all the time.
God.
Every second.
I wasn't drinking water.
Like pictures of me like with a 2 liter.
I know. It was either milk or pop, apparently.
Yeah.
Milk or Pepsi.
I never drink water.
No.
Ever.
Like, when did I drink water? From
Out
the
of a
hose.
That's it.
From the hose.
That is the only time.
Like, that was it, man.
It really
so
is
odd.
the only time.
But then you do kind of see this subtle thing that actually makes the story make more sense, is like his dad's cleaning up the milk that gets spilled, when they have their little fight. He accidentally throws one of the airline
I didn't know
tickets.
that.
Yeah.
I never even noticed it this time.
Yeah, so when he's like,
So that makes sense why he was not accounted for.
Exactly.
I didn't know that.
That's how it makes sense.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy? Like, it
just worked out perfect.
Works
it
out-
happened to be Kevin's ticket.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
I don't even know back then. Did they have a name on
I
them?
don't know.
I bet they didn't.
Again, we'll talk about that, but like, it was just chaos at the airport. But
Dude,
yeah,
I remember the airports that way too.
yeah.
Where you-
So, anyways, it's kind of chaos at dinner, and Kevin gets pissed off at Buzz for eating his cheese pizza, right?
Gives him a big shove and it knocks everything over. And dude, I hate his Uncle Frank.
He's a douchebag. He's the
Drives
worst.
me nuts. I'm like, if my brother like acted that way towards my kid, I'd be like,
And so
what are
is
you
it-
doing, you douche?
Is it his mom's brother
think
or
it's
his
his
dad's
dad's brother.
Oh, what a douche, dude.
He's a super douche.
he's
man.
he's like the worst.
Yeah, but I hated.
character.
I remember hating him as a kid, thinking
Yeah.
like, "What a jerk, man!"
Yeah.
And you little jerk.
You little jerk.
But I remember him. I just hated him, and
Yep.
then I see him as an adult. I'm like, still a jerk.
What
I
a
can't stand him.
Yeah, I don't like him either. I talk about that a couple of times. And
And
then
then
again,
his mom takes him upstairs.
his mom
right?
takes him upstairs, like, you gotta, and she's like, go upstairs. And he's like, I am upstairs, dummy.
Oh,
Dummy?
dummy would.
Oh, my face would have been smacked.
Yeah,
And I'm like, please don't tell dad, or I will die. I'll be dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I won't live through this.
yeah.
But,
Dummy's a pretty that wouldn't fly.
You don't say that
ever
to your mom.
today or
oh
then.
yeah, if one of my kids called my wife that,
Yeah.
it would be over
Yeah,
for them.
me
I don't
too.
care that they're cute little teenage girls.
Yeah,
They're gonna be in big trouble.
Yeah.
They're gonna
yeah.
see some
It's
violence.
a pretty harsh. You're like, geez, this kid is
Yeah,
a brat. Which
exactly.
makes sense why he got cast up into the
Yes.
cool house attic.
Dude, that attic, I wanted that sucker
Me too.
so bad.
I was like, I would stay up there. Like,
I would live there. I always wanted. It was always so cool because they had like the vaulted attic ceilings, and they had like
a lot
flags
of kids movies had that, and I'm like, man, it's so cool.
I never had anything.
I
like
didn't
that.
either.
I actually, for a while, we rented a house when I lived in Montana for like 6 months. We had
It
a
did
house.
have that.
Well, it
Or a
had
vault.
It had one of those like pull down that, and the things would slide.
Oh, it did.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
like
cool.
in Christmas
See, I haven't
Vacation.
even seen that in real life.
Yeah, it was cool.
Even to this point,
I don't remember what it looked like up there. I just remember that
the
thing,
ladder would slide
you could
down.
pull it and the ladder would slide. And I was like, whoa.
Like Christmas Vacation.
Like Christmas
right?
Vacation.
Yeah, I've never experienced one of those ladders.
So that was pretty cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah. But, it actually is great writing because it all makes everything work.
It does work.
Right? Because the setup for this plot is like, and then he's like, hope I never see my family again, or whatever he says there, right? He makes the wish. And so in his mind, he's like, when he wakes up the next morning, I made this happen, right?
He doesn't think about them having left.
Yeah. And so it just works so well. A nighttime storm knocks out the power, resetting alarms. The family oversleeps, frantically rushes to the airport, and accidentally leaves Kevin behind in the confusion.
It is very interesting, and I'm sure we'll talk more about this as we go too, but it's like today's age.
Yeah.
Like this movie wouldn't work at all.
It would not work.
Like it's crazy what difference in 20, 30?
30 years.
Holy crap.
34 years.
Okay, well, that's
5 years. 35
Holy
years.
crap,
I'm just
man.
saying numbers now.
That's a lot longer than I thought. But
35 years.
Like the day that the day and age that we live, this story, nothing of this would work.
Would not
It's
work.
so crazy.
Yeah.
Fits the time.
But anyways, they're all like obviously frantic. The vans get there that are taking them to the airport, and then that little neighbor boy comes running out. And again, this has to happen so that when they're counting the kids, he gets counted as Kevin.
It's cool, man. It's good writing.
That's great.
So
Yeah.
and that kid. I mean, this is the second movie where I can mention another person from Overboard is in the movie.
What was the first one? The from Lost Boys.
No, it was
Right?
License to Drive. The drunk guy.
Oh yeah, but
was-
also the guy from the Lost Boys.
Which one?
He's the husband.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So that's the third movie.
This is all conspiracy, man.
Third connection.
We're eventually going to maybe do Overboard.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow, that's really.
That's the third
That's
connection.
the third one. Yeah, but yeah, that kid's so annoying. And
He
it feels
is.
like every neighborhood had one of those little bastards that like wouldn't shut up.
They have no manners, and they don't
Yeah.
have any like.
Yeah.
They don't have any like personal spaces. Like I'm in
Yeah.
everything.
Well, and I swear it's those
We have
kids.
a lot in our neighborhood now.
Yeah, that like
Still.
their parents like just ignore them, and so they're
Uh-huh.
like, I go to talk to whoever will listen to
Yes,
me. You know what I
yes.
mean? Oh, I hate those kids.
I do
If you're one
too.
of those kids, I don't like you. By the way.
Yeah, it got worse when you had your own, and they
Yeah.
came over. You're like, "What do you want?
Oh my gosh,
Like,
get
get out of here!"
I'm
Even
doing-
your kids are hiding under the couch.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
kid. Yeah. But here again, I did right. Uncle Frank is annoying as hell. He's
Oh, yeah.
negative.
He's
mean.
terrible, man.
He's cheap. I don't like him.
Well, the other part is when they get on the plane, he like talks to the stewardess like rudely. He's like, "More, fill it at the top." I'm like, this guy's a douchebag.
And then he wants to steal the crystal.
Oh,
Or,
that's
or the
right.
silver, right, or crystal. One of them, he's like, "It's a champagne. It's free, right? It's free." This is like, yeah, bring it over.
Yeah, he's such a dirtbag.
But airports in the '90s were super wild, man. It's just like they come
which I
running.
wouldn't have known.
Yeah, I know.
But I do, even at a teen, it was
Yeah.
still very, very chill.
Uh-huh.
You could walk up to the,
Yeah.
get
Well,
on your plane like within a half hour.
They come running up, and it's just a bunch of people, and they have a stack of tickets. And the lady's just like, "Give them to me.
Yeah.
Go find a seat." Like, what?
Right.
Okay.
I know.
And again, that's one
so
of
relaxed.
And that's
so
one of the
different.
only reasons this works is because that's how it was. Today, that
Why
wouldn't
D.B.
work.
Cooper could do what he did.
Exactly.
It was still happening.
Yeah, exactly. Today, it couldn't work because you would have to go through security.
Your trip gets ruined before you get on the plane.
That's true. 100%
That's what happens
true.
now.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do like the song that goes along with him running to the plane. I can't remember, but it's so fitting in it. It makes it more chaotic.
It is super chaotic. Yeah, the song choice and all of this stuff
Yeah, it works so
was
well.
very great. Kevin wakes up to an empty house, thinks his wish for his family to disappear came true, and celebrates, jumping on beds, eating junk food, and watching angels with filthy souls.
I made my family disappear.
It's so good because he like comes downstairs and he's just kind of like walking around like all calm like, and then he sits down at like the kitchen counter, right? And then it just like dawns.
I remember an empty house as a kid was pretty sweet.
Oh, it was awesome.
Like,
it was
you could-
scary sometimes,
Yeah.
but it was sweet. It's like I can do anything I want.
You know, one of the things that I almost always did when I was home alone, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why,
Yeah.
I would take the food processor and I would pour like 4 or 5 cereals in it and spin them all together and then just pour them in a cup.
man.
So it was just like powder
Yeah.
of like mixed cereals.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
I remember,
Did it
yeah.
every time.
I would make some random concoction from something I found in the freezer, and it would always just like get burnt or ruined, and I would just end up throwing it away and eating like a burrito.
I don't know why you'd always make like food concoctions. I would melt like gummy worms
Oh, yeah.
and like try and like dip them and just
Oh, yeah.
ruin stuff.
Just my
But yeah,
mom
the
would come
food
home.
processor cereal
That
thing
makes
did
sense.
it all the time.
I did notice though he goes in the kitchen, he turns on that kitchen TV, and that at the time
Did you have a kitchen TV?
I ended up getting one.
Like now? Or you mean
I don't
when you
have
were a
one
kid?
now. And when I was a kid, I did have
It was
one.
black and white too, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't it?
I don't
Okay.
think it was black and white.
My aunt had one. It was little teeny. I mean, it was
Oh, yeah.
probably like 3 inches.
My grandma had that.
black and white.
My grandma,
But I was always like,
and it
"That's
was like
pretty cool."
long.
Yeah,
Yeah, my grandma had
That's
one.
exactly
Yeah.
the one. It was super long.
Yep, and it had an antenna on it, and it was like
Yep.
that big on the
It
front.
was
probably.
tiny, man.
Yeah, my grandma had that same one.
That's
But
so funny. That's the one I remember.
we ended up getting one that was really similar to his at some point.
Oh, you did?
Like in high school or something.
Cool.
We had it in there.
That's
right?
cool.
So that was luxury though, dude.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
I can freaking eat dinner at the table and watch TV. This is freaking amazing. So he's hanging
That's
out.
what he did. Went
does
right
it-
to the TV.
Exactly. And so he's sort of just like wandering around the house, doing whatever he wants. And he gets into his brother's room, into Buzz's room, right? And it seems like every kid had a trunk
Yeah.
or a something that just held all their little treasures that are mostly junk.
Yeah.
I had a couple things, you know, a little
I
things.
had a treasure chest. That
Yeah.
was just like junk.
Oh, it was just like
It's like wheels,
bullets,
and like pieces of Lego.
marbles. Yeah.
It wasn't anything complete.
Yeah, none of it was
Controllers with a back
Yeah.
off from them, no batteries.
But I wanted to keep it all together for some reason.
Yeah, I kept it all.
Right.
I think that was just the easy way to clean your room.
Yeah,
Was,
just
like,
throw it
dump
on
all
a
in
thing. But there was like a trunk that had with special stuff that I did like, right? But this one, like he had like firecrackers in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Obviously, he had cash, and then he had that Playboy, and it was
Just
like,
in there.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. I was like,
not hidden or anything.
did your parents not look through
Yeah.
your stuff? Because I guarantee if I
Yeah.
had one just like hanging out in a trunk, it would get found.
Yeah, it would have been found.
You know what I mean?
It's like, apparently this family doesn't really care.
Yeah, they don't even care. But then he gets his like BB gun, and you know how he's like shooting the little sports figures? I had those.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I had like a ton.
The basketball and like
and the football ones.
That's awesome.
I had a ton of them. My dad built me like this big wooden case to put on the wall that I displayed them all
Oh,
in.
nice.
So I always thought it was cool because I had the same ones.
Yeah.
I did end
We
up
had the
shooting them.
spatula, I'm sure.
Did
They
you
held the door open.
have spatulas? Like I don't know. Yeah. And then he goes and that evening he makes himself a concoction with all the junk
does.
food in the
That's
house.
exactly what I would do.
Right?
It's perfect. He's exactly
They
the
nailed
kid.
it.
Yeah.
They nailed it.
They knew him well.
And then he watches a movie he shouldn't be watching.
Yep.
But it's kind of weird to me because like at that time I would not be watching a movie like that. Probably,
No.
I would be like, can I find Die Hard or
That's
Terminator?
exactly, yeah. And that's
or
the same thing that I
Poltergeist
thought too,
or
is
something.
it was usually like make my weird concoctions
Mm-hmm.
and then I go find a tape that I probably couldn't watch with my parents present.
Yes.
That they wouldn't want me to watch.
Yeah,
Not that I had a lot of restriction anyway.
I know I didn't either.
But there was
Yeah.
always some of those, and it's usually like Predator or something
Yeah.
like gory that my mom didn't really like.
Or
That's
had,
so
like-
funny because I was like, that's exactly what I
or
would've
something
done.
that had like one sex scene in it. You know,
yeah.
So you knew
That
where
you
that were.
knew,
you
maybe.
exactly. Yeah.
And it was usually already rewound to that part because my dad probably
Yeah. You'd have to fast forward past it a ways or rewind it so that when it got put back in, it wasn't at
Yeah.
that spot again.
Because I will say, like in
Yeah.
a household full of brothers,
Yep.
there's been those tapes. I'm like, I know there's a scene that popped in. There's like, oops, it's already there.
It's already there. Someone else knows where that's at too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and as a kid, and like I always assumed Angels with Filthy Souls.
They
was a
weren't
real
dirty,
movie.
dirty scenes, okay?
No, but like a girl in her bra.
Yep, exactly.
You know,
That's
or
exactly
that
what it
kind
was.
of
I
thing.
just wanted to make that clear because I know my wife will ask me questions
Oh,
later.
I'm sure there were some dirt like boobs. I'm sure
Yep.
those were happening.
Mm-hmm.
We are men. We were boys. It's in our blood.
Yes.
It's called testosterone and hormones. Okay.
Yeah.
anyways, I always assumed that Angels with Filthy Souls was a real movie.
I thought I did too.
It was not.
I know I'd heard that
Yeah.
it was, and I was like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I would have probably tried to watch it.
I would have too, probably. But yeah, I love his line where he's sitting there and he's like, "Better come out and pound me." You know, he's just like,
He's like, I'm such a rebel now.
He is
I'm
a
like,
rebel.
No one's gonna stop me.
No.
And that whole VCR thing it took me back when I see it every time. I'm like, man, those were good times.
They were good times.
Like it was frustrating when the tape wasn't rewound, but it was fun.
Oh, it was the best.
And I like the excitement of just pushing it in and hearing it all. You're like, this is gonna be good.
Oh man.
Ah man. So it takes me back listening to that.
It's
and
not you don't have the same like tactile like
you definitely don't now.
feeling now when you're just like click Netflix and hit play.
There's too many options.
It's
Too
not
many
like
things.
you're not feeling like when you had like the ones with the clamshell case that you had to squeeze just right to get them out, and then you would pop it in and you'd hear that noise and and you just that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
You don't have
Where you
that.
pop it in the Corvette rewinder.
Yeah, you had we had the Corvette rewinder. Everyone had
that
it.
thing went. It had to have been like 12,000 RPMs.
I was
spinning.
always afraid it was going to break my
Yeah.
tape because it was so fast.
And it breaking on it was like,
Yeah.
like it sounded like it just stopped.
Yeah, it was pretty.
But
crazy.
yeah, and then I think in the same like part where he's kind of by himself, he sleds down the stairs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a big
And-
scene as a kid.
Yeah, and I remember like we had really steep stairs in our house,
Mhm.
and I'm like, I don't know if it was from this movie that gave us the idea.
Yeah.
But what we would take is, those they're like vinyl. They were really pokey on the one side, like the mats
Yeah.
that wouldn't shift.
Dude, that's so funny.
We would flip it around and sit on the spiky part, but it would
Oh.
slide super well.
That makes sense.
So you
we
could pull it up like a sled.
Yeah, we did it a little bit different at my uncle's house because he had really long stairs, my grandpa's house, and he had this couch downstairs that was like really slick, sort of like material. So we'd pull all of the cushions off of it and line them up down the stairs. Then you'd slide down the cushions.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So you're not like
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
you could just slide right
But
down.
those thick mats, like they
Yeah.
kind of hurt to sit on, but you're not going anywhere. And
Yeah.
then when you pull it up and tuck your feet
just
in,
fly.
man, he's like, you
Yeah.
fly over that stuff.
Oh man, yeah, that's
Good
stuff.
times.
The family realizes Kevin is missing mid-flight. Meanwhile, the Wet Bandits, Harry and Marv, begin breaking into neighborhood homes. Kevin experiences both the fun and loneliness of independence. He shops for groceries, does laundry, visits Santa. He also runs into the Wet Bandits and becomes suspicious because he recognizes the gold tooth. A little throwback to the beginning of the film, right? But again, I did write this like
I don't like the way that kid looked at me.
Yeah, the world without cell phones. This story only works in those times. It does
does.
not work in modern times. You
Yeah.
get to
All of it would
2000
be solved. And
2005, 2008, whatever. It just doesn't work anymore.
Yep.
It's just
because when they get they're trying to call and get somebody to go check on him, and they're only getting answering machines, and they call the crisis line, I think is what it is, or
Yeah,
something like
well,
that.
I
I don't
think
even
they-
know if that's the police. Is
they
it the
call the
department?
police department, and then she transfers them over to the family crisis line.
That's
within
what
the
it is.
police department.
That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
And that guy forever. And I remember thinking this as a kid and again as an adult. I'm like, it sounds like it says Sergeant Ballsack.
Dude, it's so funny that you wrote that because I almost wrote it, but I'm like, I didn't. No.
I swear.
But
It's like
I've heard
Sergeant
the same
Ballsack.
thing. Oh, Sergeant Ballsack, and that's the guy. He is in he's in Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Remember
yeah.
that
I do
guy?
remember him.
Yeah, he's a good.
And he's
one.
like chewing the whole time, and like a piece of donuts falls on the phone.
It made me crave a frosted donut. I can tell you that I really want it.
Yeah.
But then they do end up sending a cop over, right?
Overachiever.
Oh my gosh. So he goes, knocks on the door.
And it looks like the lights are on.
Yeah.
And he's like, these guys are out of mind.
Have him checked.
It's like,
And
what effort? Didn't walk around the house.
Yeah.
Didn't try to see if anyone's home. Just like a couple
Yeah,
knocks.
that's
Obviously, it ruined the story, but
Yeah, I would have ruined the
but
story.
it's just funny. I'm like, good job.
And then we see Kevin, and Kevin is kind of getting used to being home alone, right? And he's taking a shower. And
Man, he becomes way more than I think my kids will ever become.
yeah, exactly. He's talking in the shower. He's like, I clean myself, including every major crevice, and he's just like talking.
And I
to
quite
himself.
enjoyed it.
And I
or
quite,
something.
and I didn't hate it, sort of thing. It's just he's so good. His
good.
delivery, his acting. He was a genius,
Yeah.
man, of a child
Yeah.
actor.
Yep.
I really wish we could have seen him more, and I wish he,
Stayed with.
Anyways, but then he goes in again to his brother's room, and he starts climbing the shelves in his brother's room. Which again, like, you're a dumb kid.
Yeah,
like,
that's exactly what you
how
would do.
dumb are you?
Yeah.
Like, grab a ladder, get something. Like, thinking you can just go up and they just
I
come
broke a
crashing
shelf
down.
by stepping on it.
Oh, I've done the same
So,
thing
you
too.
know.
But it just shows you kids are stupid.
Very stupid.
They aren't very smart, and he just goes up there.
Marv even says that at one
Yeah,
point.
exactly. But I love he kind of has like this thought process, like the way he's going about his days is like, I'm good. I can just live here by myself forever.
Yeah.
I'm going to be all right. I got some cash that I found in my brother's room, right?
Which is good. I mean, he grows up, right?
Yeah.
That's like a big part of the movie.
But he just assumes he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
There's no like panic, like,
No, he doesn't care at all.
I am now a caretaker of a home.
Yeah.
My parents are gone. Everybody's gone. I just live here by
I
myself.
do like that I noticed more that he calls out to his mom.
He does,
like several
yeah.
times when he gets scared.
Yeah,
it's like
he
it shows
does.
you is like
He is
kids
still a kid.
still
Yeah.
like look for their mom. So.
And then, like, what kind of little boy is going to go buy a toothbrush, let alone brush their teeth at 9 years
Exactly.
old? It's not going to happen.
Yeah, no,
Right?
That's not going to be the thing that is going to be done.
But again, it's more of like, I'm an adult now.
Yeah.
Adults have toothbrushes. I've
Right.
lost mine. I need to go buy one. Right?
Yeah. And like when he does that, is that when he like gets chased by the
Yeah,
cop too?
it is. Yeah.
Does he go back and buy groceries?
Yeah. He goes back another time to a
That's
different
right.
store.
That's
That's
right.
a grocery store.
And he buys all the groceries. It's pretty funny. The bags ripping everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when he gets home, I just like when I saw him when he fills the he's doing his laundry and he pours the laundry detergent, and then I'm looking in the background of what those washing machines. I guarantee you someone's still using those to this day. Those old washing machines were the best.
They were tanks.
They could do
Dude.
anything. You could wash like a boulder in there,
I'm
and
pretty
the
sure
motor would never burn out.
My grandma had ones that were really similar.
You know, and it has the push, like the tactile little buttons.
Yep.
Dude, they lasted forever.
They really did,
My
man.
parents had one forever.
Yeah.
Now they are junk.
Oh gosh.
They break in like 6 months.
You got a good 6 months, and if you got 6 months, be happy and move on because you're
Seriously.
not getting any more.
Yeah.
Right.
We had an issue with ours, like I think about a year ago, and so it made me think. I'm like, man, I'd go back to buying those. If they had like a new model in the box, I'd pay $2,000 for it because I know that it would wash everything.
Exactly.
I think they use like 60,000 gallons of water.
Yeah,
but
they
still,
do. Who cares?
Still,
Get them
things got
clean.
washed.
Yeah.
And then the Wet Bandits kind of show up here,
Mm-hmm.
but I always love when they're playing with crap at the neighbors and Marv. That's when he hears the voice message that
They're in Paris.
Kevin's dad calling, saying
Mm-hmm.
he's like, you know what, they're not home. But I just remember the way that Joe Pesci says it. He's like, I knew they were.
Yeah. Just that little smile he has
Yeah.
on his face.
I knew they were.
I knew
And
they
he's like,
were.
he's such a like. Where is he from? He's got to be like a New Yorker.
Yeah,
right,
I'm
or
sure
something.
he's. Yeah. in
But I
that
like,
way.
man, he's so good.
He's
Like,
great.
he's such a great actor.
He's fantastic.
But and the thing that makes me laugh is when they follow Kevin.
Yeah.
That's when he sees the tooth.
Right.
And
yeah.
he starts to
So
fall
they
on-
almost hit him, right?
Yeah.
They almost hit him, and then he's like, "Be careful out there,
He's
little."
like, hey, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And he like, little twinkle.
Twinkling. Yeah. And then he freaks out, and then starts quickly walking down the street.
Yeah.
Right.
But when they start following, I'm like, what an effort.
I know.
Like they're 2 inches away from him.
Yeah.
And they just keep creeping every time he moves. I'm like, they're not even trying to be discreet.
Of course, he's gonna run away.
Yep.
Like you do that to any kid, especially back in the '90s.
Right.
Everybody was worried about getting kidnapped.
I was always scared of that. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was for me like a traumatic scene as a kid. I was like, I'm always creeped out that someone was going to stop and like try and
For
pick me up.
sure.
Because that's what I swear. All the commercials and stuff are like,
Yeah.
be smart and don't
Yeah.
like get in a van and
Vans are the worst.
stuff. Yeah.
The devil lives in the vans.
And everybody drove a van
They did.
because that was all the service trucks, right?
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
so yeah, that one like kind of traumatized me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I do love the part when they come up to the church and like, I'm not going in there. It's like me
they're both
neither.
like, I'm not doing that. It is
They
kind of
won't
funny.
chase him into the church. They're like, I ain't going in there.
And so then Kevin, I don't know if it's that night or the next night, he's trying to make it look like his family's still home.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so he sets up a very elaborate scheme here that looks like there's a party going on, turning up the music. He's got Michael Jordan on a train going through the house. He's got like all these like ropes.
He's just pulling them.
And he's just pulling them to make all the things dance.
Like they are. Like it's all moving so well.
Exactly. But I was like, oh, that was really cool. But I'm like, how long was he there doing that?
I know.
Because he didn't know when they were going to show up.
Yeah.
Was he doing that for like 2 hours?
He had to.
Like just
Well, where did
yanking-
he get the mannequins? Did it ever say
downstairs?
why?
There was one.
Oh, there were.
So
I didn't see him.
It was like his mom's that she uses
She's
for
got
like
fashion or something.
sewing or something like that, right?
Because I could see the Michael Jordan cardboard cutout.
That was in his brother's room, I think.
Yeah, but I didn't see the mannequins. Okay, so they were already in the house.
They were already all in
where
the
did
house.
He get those?
Yeah,
But yeah, I love that he's pulling it and it's all like flowing super smooth,
Yeah.
like it's an actual dining room or something.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, you're as a kid, you don't think about that, but like he had to have been there for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And just hoping that that's when they came by to look.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And then he
that's true. How did they know? How did he know?
No idea. And then he orders pizza, which and like this whole thing is funny, but it doesn't really make sense because he could have just paid for the pizza.
Yeah.
Like a kid can pay for pizza and it's okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Like I don't understand.
He makes it like a weird,
but
a funny scene.
He's like, yeah, it's funny, and it makes sense because it works later, right? It's a callback. It ends up being a callback to something else, but then. Yeah, he tells him to come around back, you know, and he drops the money and he's using Angels with Filthy Souls, the sound of it.
I want to know what TV that was.
So that's the whole thing, like, especially like when the gunshots go off. I'm like, I had that almost exact TV, and it literally sounds like from a 1950s radio.
Speakers like this big in the front.
Exactly.
It's like Radio Shack.
It's just like pure tin noise.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I'm like, there's no way he thought.
I know. You could think today with like a nice sound bar and surround sound, but
back then there was no way.
Yeah, those old TVs had like the tiniest, crappiest speaker.
Exactly.
But it works.
Kate McCallister continues her desperate attempt to get back home, battling unhelpful airport staff and eventually catching a ride with Polka King Gus Polinski and his band. The Wet Bandits see that it's only Kevin at home. Kevin overhears Harry and Marv's plan to rob his house that night. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, the family's all like, that's the thing. As funny as when it shows the family in Paris, they're all like super bored. I'm like, come on. Like little spoiled brats, man. But
like Buzz was left home alone. Gosh.
Yeah. But Buzz's conversation cracks me up because I think it's his sister or something. It's like, don't you feel kind of bad for him? Mm-hmm. And he says like the 3 things. He's like, there's 3 reasons. And I didn't write him down exactly, but he's like, A, and then 2.
We live on the most boring street in the world.
And 2 and D is like all over.
So funny.
I never noticed that he was all over the place.
He is pretty funny though.
Yeah, it is pretty funny.
And Kate McCallister ends up bribing her way to Scranton, Pennsylvania. Scranton. That's where she ends up getting, right?
Yep.
But she's like trying to make deals with everybody.
She does. I can only dream of someone coming to me and being like, I will give you first class tickets 2 days later if you'll let me fly in your seat. It'd be absolutely.
Let me add some PTO on my calendar.
Because when they do fly, I'm like, man, it looks so nice. And I remember thinking like planes are amazing.
Kevin meets old man Marley at church, learning the truth about him and watching Marley's granddaughter sing, a turning point that shifts Kevin from fear to courage. So this scene right here, I feel like we've already talked about this, Cam.
Right, it does.
Anyways, we had an issue with the recording, but we're back. Macaulay Culkin's performance in the church scene is so freaking amazing. The way he's reacting to what Marley is saying and the way that he delivers these lines, it is so freaking good. He's amazing.
It's like an adult chatting with another adult, right?
Exactly.
He like grows up in that pew.
Exactly. It's so freaking good. And just like some of his lines where he's like, last year I got a sweater with a big bird knitted on it.
I know. And it seems like old man Marley's kind of like, ooh, this kid's talking too
I'm
much.
done with this stuff.
But the whole time, like I didn't catch how good the details of this conversation were because all I could think about is my wife sitting next to me telling me to shut up.
Yeah.
Like, because they're talking at like full volume, like max volume, loud, and there's only like 4 of them in the whole church. So besides the choir, but it just that whole time I'm like, my wife would be on my butt during this.
Maybe their church rules are different than our church rules. Maybe they are. We don't know.
A lot more.
Right?
Yeah, so it's kind of funny.
So he eats a Last Supper, says a quick prayer, and sets up an elaborate series of traps. The BB gun ambush, icy stairs, hot door handle, tarantula, paint cans, blowtorches, all this stuff. So this is the part of the movie where just like as a 9-year-old boy, it is like crack almost to a 9-year-old boy. Because we had the montage of him setting up this entire elaborate booby-trapped house.
Yeah.
right? It's so amazing. There's nothing better than this piece.
I know. It's like he spreads the plan out,
Yep.
and then you see him putting each individual piece together.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I talked about it forever at school. I do remember that because I was like, telling them like, where'd you get the blowtorch? Like, where'd you get a hot iron? Like all this cool
How
stuff.
can we get a blowtorch?
Where'd you get tar?
Nails and tar.
That tar looks like a huge mess.
Oh
Holy
my
crap.
gosh, dude. Yeah, it did look like a mess because tar is a mess.
It is
like
a
anyway.
mess.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a nightmare.
It is. The burglars launch their break-in and get completely annihilated by Kevin's traps in one of the most iconic slapstick sequences in movie history.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And this is probably like, when I watched it again, I was just laughing so hard because as they're just like chatting at the door, this barrel comes up, and they don't have any idea, and it's pointing right at their crotch. It makes me laugh every single time.
It is so good, man.
Yeah.
It really is.
It is the best part.
It is.
Of all of it, I think.
And again, this whole thing, I think it works so well. And I think we've talked about this before, that it works so well because of a few things. Number one, these three actors are really good at selling this whole thing. They're all good. It's not, even Kevin as the kid is so freaking amazing. Those two, they really sell the frustration and the pain and, with every little thing.
They do. And it's like like I've said, I hate the newer movies, especially like the Disney ones, because it's very CGI, right?
Yeah.
They slip on a stairs, they do triple flips.
Yeah, it's stupid.
And go flying out the window. It's like the physics don't make sense. No. Whereas in this, you can tell they use stunt devils and stuff, and it looks legit.
And it feels like real falls, like how they would fall.
Could really fall like that.
Yeah,
I mean, I love how half the time they're just laying there. Like,
I know. Yeah,
like
really
out of breath, couldn't believe what happened.
And the way they edited it and the sound design just brings it all together, and it just works so well.
It does.
You know what I mean?
Even today, it's so good.
Yeah.
Like it's still a great watch. You don't feel like it's cheesy or anything.
No. And that scene when Marv steps on the nail, it is the one that always makes me cringe the most. Like I know it's coming up, and I almost don't want to watch.
You could just feel it.
You can feel it, and you can hear
and when
it.
He grabs it,
it goes right back. And then the best part is he'd fallen coming in on that ice. He goes out the door, shuts the door, boom, right back down. And it doesn't show it. It's just like from inside. It's so freaking good.
And not only that, like when he crawls in the window, like when I just watch him walking on that glass, it stresses me out.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, it looks so painful.
It does. It looks horrible.
You can tell they're like probably little sugar bulbs, but it's so good because you're like, holy crap, that would be painful.
And the noise that they make when he steps, oh
the
my
little
gosh.
pop and everything.
Yeah, so bad. And the way that Kevin is always like taunting them with this like straight-faced, like straight delivery. He's like, I'm up here, you morons. And
just fuels their anger.
It really does. And obviously gets them to follow him throughout this whole thing.
Yeah, their frustration like leads to their stupid decision making.
But him running around the entire night with that BB gun strapped to his back was again one of those things where he seemed so cool to me as a kid. Cool. Just like
you got to have your gun, man.
Gotta have your gun, and the way he straps it on his back, and he's just running around from booby trap to booby trap. Oh my god!
I think that's the other part I really like about that BB gun scene is that right before he's like, "This is it."
Oh yeah.
And he
don't get scared now.
Don't get scared.
Don't get scared now. And then he cocks it or whatever.
So
right?
Cool.
It is pretty freaking funny. And then when the tarantula is set on, let's see, is it Marv's face? Right?
He puts it on Marv's face.
Puts on Marv's face.
And you don't expect the scream that comes out of Marv. That's what makes it so freaking funny. Mm-hmm. Like we saw it just recently, and my wife laughed pretty hard because it's so funny. He's like this tall male and he screams like a little girl. And
like it even gets funnier too, like right afterwards the tarantula's on on Harry.
You can feel that.
Oh my gosh. He's like, don't.
He's like, what are you doing, Marv? He's like scared.
He's so scared. Mom,
and
what are you doing?
Chest, like the crowbar to the chest. Could you imagine that?
Oh
It'd be so painful.
It'd kill you. It might kill you.
It probably would.
It might kill you, man. Anyways, Kevin flees to the neighbor's house, but is captured until Old Man Marley shows up and knocks out the burglars with his shovel, saving Kevin. And this scene is 100% not actually Old Man Marley hitting him with the shovels.
Yeah.
It is a stunt double. Half his age with a gray wig on.
He did look a little bit weird.
It did look weird, yeah. If you look at it, like you can 100%
Apparently
see.
the old dude can't swing a shovel.
No, it was maybe he had bad shoulders. Yeah. I don't know what it was.
I do remember, like, they hang him up on that hook.
Yeah.
I remember babysitting one of my
They let you babysit somebody?
Yeah. When I became a teen, I babysit a kid. Yes,
Okay.
they let me do that.
Okay.
My uncle's, what was it? My cousin's kid, and the biggest brat in the world. But I remember me and my friend that were like helping babysit, we hung him on a hook. I'm like, you know where I learned that?
Yeah, it's exactly.
But it
where
actually
you-
works. You can actually hang them, and they'll just hang there perfectly, and they're not even uncomfortable.
Until they squirm.
Yeah.
All right.
We didn't keep him up there very long.
No, that's
but
good.
It's pretty funny that I did actually do that.
That
to a
is
kid.
funny. You were learning.
Yeah,
right?
I did. I learned a lot from this movie.
Police arrest Harry and Marv, who brag about the Wet Bandits' name sealing their fate.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think this part, it made me laugh because, Kevin calls the police and he's talking in like this deep tone. It sounds like a prank.
Yeah.
Robin, there's a burglary. Burglary. Can't say that word very well.
Burglary.
But then the cops come in hot, man.
They
They drift into the driveway, knock over the garbage can. I'm like, if anybody received a call like that, they're not going to come in like that. But
yeah, well,
it's
and
so dramatic.
the other cop that came earlier looking for Kevin couldn't give a crap, and it was a real
it's
call.
like, geez, balance it out here, police station.
Well, maybe someone should have said, "Hey, right across the street, we had a call about this kid yesterday."
Probably start shooting across the street.
Who knows, man? But then I love how it's just still like Kevin's in his house across the street, home alone. Nobody says a word. Old man Marley.
Wasn't this the house that they called to check on the kid being home alone?
And old man Marley's just like, I guess I'll go home now. Like, you go home too, little boy.
Saved your life.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be scarred by this. I don't need to talk to your parents.
You
Go
almost
on home.
died. You almost died. Your house was destroyed by these guys.
Yeah. Pretty
Go
funny.
home. Go home. Just
Kind of
chill.
weird. Kind of weird.
Nobody says a word about
And
it.
then, Kevin cleans everything up.
Apparently.
And I still can't think of how hard he would have, how hard it would have been for him to clean the stairs off of
There's no
the tar.
way. There's no way.
I think that was a surprise that the family's going to figure
There's
out.
feathers everywhere.
Yeah. I was like, man, that's messy.
Yeah.
But he did.
He did. He got it figured out.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It is. Kevin goes to sleep alone on Christmas Eve, and the next morning his family bursts in. Kate reunites with him first, followed by the rest of the family. Outside, Kevin sees Marley reconciling with his son and granddaughter, mirroring Kevin's own family reunion. The movie closes with Buzz yelling, "Kevin, what did you do to my room?"
Yeah.
He
So
didn't get
good.
Kevin's room.
And I wanted to make mention Catherine O'Hara's super good in this.
Oh, she's amazing.
She's an amazing actress in everything she's
great.
in. And so I was like, I didn't even mention her through this whole thing, but she's phenomenal.
Well, freaking John Candy. We didn't even mention John
No,
Candy.
and he's excellent. Like, there's so many good actors in this.
Yeah, it's a great film. It's freaking amazing. So let's start to break down some of the behind the scenes and the production notes because there's some interesting things here. This is a John Hughes movie. That's why it feels so good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's John Hughes,
great.
John effing Hughes. So he wrote this script in just 9 days.
That blows my mind.
Just like, hey, I want to write a script real quick. I'll be back next week. Here's Home Alone.
yeah.
Okay, how crazy is
A
that?
movie that is excellent.
Yeah, he came up with the idea while preparing for his own family vacation, wondering what would happen if he accidentally left his child behind.
Really? You
Yeah,
actually thought
he's
that
like thinking
out?
about it, and so obviously
That's
this
great.
is what he came up with. The movie was almost shut down mid-production. Home Alone started under Warner Brothers.
Oh, really?
Who wanted to cap the budget at $10 million. When costs crept over, they quietly pulled funding, but producer John Hughes had a secret backup deal with 20th Century Fox,
Smart man.
who swooped in and saved the movie literally the next day. So they just kept on going.
Read it and weep, Warner Bros.
Idiots, they're so dumb. The McCallister house is real. It's located at 671 Lincoln Avenue in Winnetka, Illinois, which is just a suburb of
Of
Chicago.
Richie's.
Yeah. The exterior and a few interiors were used, but most of the interiors, including the epic staircase, were built inside a high school gym
Oh.
at New Trier Township High School. There's actually
Interesting. I didn't know that.
there is a little docuseries on Netflix called The Movies That Raised Us or something. I can't remember what it's called, but one of the episodes is Home Alone, and it's really interesting. It goes into all of this, and it shows like the behind the scenes of
That's
them
cool,
building
yeah.
this. Really
I
interesting.
had no idea that it was filmed outside of the actual house.
Yeah, most of these usually are.
Makes sense. I mean, it's a lot easier to.
Yeah. Macaulay Culkin was handpicked by John Hughes after working together on Uncle Buck.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought it was the other way around.
Hughes wrote the Home Alone script with him in mind, though the filmmakers still auditioned over 200 other kids before circling back to Culkin in the end. Joe Pesci toned down his language, obviously, for the PG rating.
Yeah, because he's always been in like mafia movies and stuff. So
To keep from swearing, he started using cartoonish fricka-fracka gibberish to vent, which became Harry's signature muttering.
He's so good.
He's great. Daniel Stern agreed to do all the stunts almost. He wore fake feet for the icy stairs.
Oh.
But the tarantula crawling on his face was 100% real, and the blood-curdling scream was one take. They only had one shot not to scare the spider into biting him.
Oh, my gosh.
But the scream was actually dubbed in later, but
it's so good.
Yeah, it's so freaking good.
That scene's freaking hilarious.
The paint can physics debate. So this is actually, fans have calculated that with those swinging paint cans would have actually killed both burglars.
I wonder, man. That's
instantly.
Pretty freaking
Apparently,
heavy.
they tested it on Mythbusters.
Oh, really?
And they said,
like,
yeah,
collapse
they would have
and
died.
everything.
They would have died. Yep. Pretty crazy. The Angels with Filthy Souls gangster movie was made just for Home Alone. It's not real. They shot it on a soundstage in just one day using film stock and lighting to make it look authentically 1940s.
Sure did. Great voice, too.
Yeah. Chris Columbus originally wanted Robert De Niro for Harry. De Niro passed, as did John Lovitz, before Joe Pesci took the role and made it iconic.
Joe Pesci's so good.
He was perfect.
I could honestly see Robert De Niro pulling it off, though.
I could too. Yeah,
he
could pull it off.
He can do about anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris Columbus created Old Man Marley for Hart, so that Old Man Marley wasn't actually in the original script.
Oh, really?
The character wasn't in John Hughes' original script. Columbus added him after feeling the story needed more emotional thread, which he was right. And the church scene was actually, the studio wanted to cut it because they're like, the pacing gets all off, it slows down, all this stuff. But Chris is like, no, we got to keep this. And it really did become a really iconic emotional moment for the film, so it actually worked.
Nice.
Macaulay's brother Kieran Culkin plays Fuller, the bedwetter cousin, his first film role before going on to Succession fame, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. The fake snow used in the final scenes was recycled from A Christmas Carol from 1984, apparently.
Wow, they used the same stuff.
Yeah, it was made from wax and detergent and reused because Chicago weather did not cooperate.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
The movie made over $476 million worldwide on a budget of under $20 million.
That is success.
Becoming the highest grossing live action comedy ever.
Wow.
At the time, a record which it held for 27 years until The Hangover Part 2 in 2011.
No kidding.
Yeah.
The Hangover Part 2 beat it.
Crazy, huh?
27 years. That's impressive.
Bonkers.
Holy crap.
The score by John Williams was a last-minute addition. Originally, another composer was hired, but Columbus managed to get Williams, and his music instantly elevated the movie to classic status. Yeah,
that doesn't show you how uniquely talented he is.
Dude, I don't
Unbelievable.
know if that movie does what it does without the
I don't
score.
think so either. I don't think it does.
Don't think it does, really. Home Alone's success created an entire genre wave. It launched 2 theatrical sequels, multiple TV knockoffs, and even inspired early 90s video games and merchandise, from the Talkboy recorder to board games. Joe Pesci actually bit Macaulay Culkin's finger. During the scene where Harry threatens Kevin, Pesci accidentally broke the skin. Culkin still has a faint scar to prove it. You know, he says, I'm going to bite all his fingers off. Yeah, he does
really
that.
did.
He actually got him. Yeah. The aftershave scream was improvised. The famous shot of Kevin slapping his cheeks and screaming was not scripted. Macaulay Culkin instinctively kept his hands on his face, and it became one of the most iconic images in movie history. Really did, man.
Yeah.
John Candy filmed all of his scenes in one day. He worked for nearly 23 hours straight, improvising almost everything, including the line about leaving his son at a funeral home.
That part cracked me up
hilarious.
Because she's like, oh, let's not talk about it. He's like, well, you brought it up.
He brought it up. He was paid only $414.
Wow.
So it was just like a favor for John Hughes because he was such good
awesome.
friends
John
with him.
Candy was a stud, man.
What a freaking
sucks that he's
so awesome.
Gone too soon, right?
The furnace was an actual prop monster. Special effects artists rigged the boiler with light bulbs and fishing line to make it glow and roar. It terrified Culkin so much during rehearsals that Columbus scaled back how often it appeared. It actually
is
scared
pretty
him.
intense.
It's pretty intense, man. This movie became a global Christmas tradition. In countries like Poland, Home Alone has aired on TV every Christmas Eve since the 90s.
Oh, that's awesome.
Pulling millions of viewers. It's kind of like their It's a Wonderful Life.
That's great.
Which is pretty cool. The film shattered VHS records. It sold roughly 11 million copies in the US alone, earning an estimated $150 million just from home video sales, making it one of the best-selling VHS tapes ever.
Wow.
Yeah. The Talkboy also did not exist before this.
Yeah. Well, the Talkboy wasn't in this, right?
No, in the sequel.
Yeah.
It was in the sequel. Yeah, so
It didn't, huh?
it didn't until it was like a thing they made up, and then they
I
actually
didn't know
started.
that.
Then they actually made
That
it.
was when I got searching around for gifts and stuff. Everything was
Talkboy.
everything was Home Alone 2. It was hard to find Home Alone.
That makes
1.
sense. Yeah. So Cam, let's talk about our favorite scenes and the best character.
Okay,
What do you think?
the BB gun scene. It made me laugh pretty hard.
Did it?
Again, just rewatching it, and it's just I don't know what it is. It's the angle of the camera, the barrel coming up, and they're so. They don't expect anything.
Yeah.
And they get shot in the crotch just as an adult. It's freaking. It kills me.
They land that scene.
So
man.
that starts out the whole thing the best. I think it's perfect. And then as for my actor, man, between Harry and Marv, obviously like Macaulay Culkin's amazing, but just kind of mixing it up. I thought like Joe Pesci was perfect for
He's great.
just his acting's excellent, obviously, and then as a bad guy and kind of harping on Marv, he's freaking funny.
It is great.
So you kind of like you like the scenes that the bad guys are in
For sure.
because they're so funny and they're so good.
They're hilarious, man. I went with Kevin. I think Culkin is a genius in this film, and
Super good,
I think it doesn't work without him.
It doesn't work without him.
It doesn't work without him, so I just got to go with him. And my favorite scene's got to be the prep montage.
Yeah.
Just them prepping the house. It's just so good. Again, I'm a sucker for a montage scene.
You are, man.
I
But
really
it's
am.
good. That's a great one.
It is. So, Cam, are you excited?
I am excited.
It's time for the Raised by VHS Top 5 list.
All right, I went just classic on this. Top 5 Christmas movies.
This was so hard because I was just telling Coby before this, like every year I kind of feel like I'm in a different mood.
Yeah.
And so some of them, but there's always the classics
Yep.
that always are on my list and I watch them every year. So,
Okay,
I'm gonna
Cam,
go
give
with
me
those.
your number 5.
My number 5, and this is probably boring for you, but
Okay.
it's White Christmas
Okay.
because it's
Interesting.
not one that I ever watched until I met my wife.
Oh, interesting.
And she introduced it to me, and we watch it every year just because, like, the story behind it, it's kind of a manly thing, It's like he's a military.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
You should watch it. It's good. I like Bing Crosby. I like the music, and then I like the story's centered around military.
Oh, okay,
It's
cool.
like they throw this big party at the end for the general, and he's it's just good. I just like
Cool.
it because it's cheesy but manly too because it's about military stuff.
I
So,
get it. Cool.
Starts
I like
out
that.
in
I'll
military too.
have to check it out.
Yeah.
My number 5, Elf.
It's a great one.
It's
that's
so
actually the one that I had.
Is
and
it?
I'm like, I actually watch White Christmas more often, so
Yeah.
Elf's
It's
super good.
become a classic, I
Yeah.
think, for
It has.
Christmas and one of the
It's
funniest
weird that
Christmas
it wasn't
movies
like
ever.
yeah. Sorry,
You're good.
but yeah, it's one of those that like I liked it and it was like pretty good when I first watched it, but now I'm like I like it more and more every year.
Yeah, it gets better and better, right? It's
Yeah.
like a fine wine. So then if I go to my number 4, boy, I had a real hard time with this because this could have been anywhere from 4 to 2, but it ended up at 4, A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
I laugh harder at that than almost
I
any
love it,
other of
man.
them
I love it.
because it's just so damn good, man.
It
The
is.
writing is so good. And it's just classic.
Yeah,
Christmas
no, that's
Story.
a great one.
Yeah.
Mine is it's debatable which one, but it's Home Alone.
Home Alone.
I put Home Alone 2. I tend to like it a little bit better.
Yeah.
But I can't. I don't know. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But either way, Home Alone.
Yeah, I get it.
That's
Love it.
number 4.
All right, what's your number 3?
Number 3 is Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way, yeah.
Dude, I freaking love it.
It's
I
good.
love Arnold,
It's good.
and it's funny. And
Yeah.
wow, what's his
Sinbad?
enemy? Sinbad's
Yeah,
freaking
yeah.
hilarious in it.
I do love that movie. The last time I watched it, it felt a little long for some reason.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
It is.
It kind of
kinda
moved
long.
out of
It
my
actually
top
is
5.
kind of like I would say it's not. It does drag a little.
But everyone
bit.
needs a little Turbo Man in their life.
Yeah.
You know?
Boo Man.
Turbo Man. It's
And
great.
then just like when they go, there's so many scenes in it that I really
Yeah,
like.
it's
So
fantastic.
it's one that I always kind of try and find on some free network.
Yeah, that's
to watch.
exactly what I do too.
So
My number 3 is Home Alone.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so good. Can't beat it.
Nope.
So I'm going with my number 2. And number 2, Christmas Vacation.
That's my number 2.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, we're in sync.
Yep.
Beautiful. I
Yeah,
love that.
Christmas Vacation, dude. Every year I've got to watch it. It's so funny, and my family growing up, they love it.
Yes.
So I have to watch it.
It's the best vacation movies
by far.
by far.
By
like
far.
it is better than all of them put together.
Yeah, I agree.
I think.
It was so significantly better. I didn't
Yeah.
even realize there were other ones.
Yeah, I know.
I forget about
I
it.
actually kind of liked the Vegas vacation one. Did you ever watch that one?
No, that's the one I haven't watched fully through. Like
Oh,
I've seen
it's
so
great.
many parts of it.
It's great,
And I'm like,
man.
why haven't I watched this?
That's
all the
probably
way?
my second favorite one. But yeah,
I need
Christmas
to watch it.
Vacation. It's got great music. It's got a great Christmas vibe, and it's so good.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
so good. You can't beat it.
No, it's so good.
So am I doing number one now?
I can do my number one.
Go ahead.
My number one. I already know your number one.
I guess you probably do.
Mine's A Christmas Story.
Oh, yes. Good.
I love the story,
Yeah.
and it's like, it's there's something about when you watch your dad laugh that you feel like more connected to the
For
movie.
sure.
He loves it, and and so I grew up watching it every year and laughing alongside him and my brothers, and so it's like it's a family thing. So
I completely get it.
and I think
It
it's
is-
a family thing for so many people.
Yeah, it's such a good movie.
It is.
I think it's
Freaking-
honestly underrated. It's
I think
so
it is, too.
good. It is so good. I love it. My number one.
To start with
Scrooge.
an S? Yeah.
Scrooge. Scrooge. I know that's a weird one, and a lot of people haven't even seen this movie.
I tried to watch it. I don't know what we like. It must have been the time. I'm gonna try it again this year. So,
I love it because it's like Christmas, but it's like super dark.
yeah,
Like
I
it's
think
like
that's what it
really
was.
dark.
It's like
I
felt like
love it,
dark.
dude. Again, I'm a dark comedy guy.
Yeah,
I like
that
all
makes
those
sense.
types of
That's
things.
what that is, right?
And it's Bill Murray.
Always
It's
hilarious.
such a freaking genius. I don't know, but my wife and I have a tradition that's what we watch on Christmas
That's
Eve.
great, man.
So we will watch that. We'll put out the kids' stuff and go to bed.
Yeah.
Like I freaking love it, and it's
Well, that makes
a
it
weird one.
better too.
It does.
It's like
Oh yeah,
both
totally
of you
does.
love it. And
Oh
so,
yeah. So that is our top 5 Christmas
great.
movies. Cam, that's good stuff.
The Raised by VHS movie memorabilia inferno.
Oh boy.
So, like I said,
Yeah.
this was harder than it seems. Like
Okay.
Home Alone's been around a long time.
Sure
you would
has.
think there's a lot of memorabilia out there, but there isn't. Everything I came across was
Home
Home Alone
Alone
2.
too.
It's like Turtle Doves and Talk Boy, and
Oh, yeah.
like so it was really hard. But
I'm sure.
so I hope
excited.
you like it.
I'm gonna
I
love
hope
it. I'm sure
you
I'm gonna
put
love
it up every year.
Oh man, it's Buzz's girlfriend.
Buzz's girlfriend.
That is beautiful. Oh, that's 100% going up like in my living room somewhere. Oh,
I think it'd be funny to have up in your room.
So,
like, 'cause
actually,
people would recognize
I
it.
saw something about this. This is like
Yeah, you didn't even mention, right?
it's like
About him?
a son. It's a boy.
Yep.
It's a son of like one of the filmmakers. I can't
Yep,
remember which one it
because
was.
they didn't want a
Yeah.
girl being like shamed forever, which is pretty
Woof.
smart.
Yeah.
It's one of the boys like dressed.
So freaking awesome.
But I'm like that
I love
being
it.
up with your family pictures.
Oh,
you
dude.
don't have to,
It's
but
no,
I think it'd be
100%.
super funny because everybody will recognize it.
Oh,
They're like, "What's that?"
100%,
Oh, I know
yeah.
where that's from.
Buzz,
funny.
your girlfriend.
I saw people had
Woof.
some like in the office,
That's
not
hilarious,
not
man.
here, but
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty funny.
You know, I do have a white elephant gift. I have to.
It was
have,
hard
too.
to find a picture that like
That
you
would-
can see it's not super sharp
Yeah.
because where do you get that? You have
I
to
know.
copy it from like digital.
Someone's got to get it online.
edit
and-
off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so.
hilarious. Okay, Cam. Now is the moment of truth. What do we pay in late fees for this bad boy? You know. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna pay $80 in late fees.
Oh wow.
On this
Yeah.
movie. It's class. I think if it wasn't like Christmas, it would even go higher because you only watch it like once a year.
Yeah.
Like you can't watch it all year round.
That's true.
right. So I don't know if that actually makes it better in my mind or worse, but 8 out of 10, $80 in late fees. It's one of the greatest Christmas movies ever.
I think so too. I rated it pretty close to yours.
Did you?
I thought you would go higher, honestly.
Okay.
I did 83.
Wow, look at you.
I was like maybe 85, maybe just quite there, but yeah, I think 83 because
I love
it's so memorable and it's
Dude,
like
it's so good.
you see it and it kind of sucks you in.
It totally does.
It's a good movie.
So our late fees, $81.50
wow.
in late
Yeah, that's good.
fees.
That's perfect. I thought it would fall in the 80s.
That's perfect.
It's even more perfect.
It's right where it should be, right? Well, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for listening. That is another overdue rental. Thanks for listening to Raised by VHS.